Welcome back to more Pokemon Light 2. So last time we learnt about hidden grottos, and yeah, we found them in Shino thanks to that. And then we started talking about the Pokemon in the surrounding areas. But yeah, one thing I forgot to do last time, which is kind of an idiot move on my part, I didn't check out the hidden grotto Lost Soul Forest. Well, I guess it's because I'm trying to talk about some more Pokemon there. Only a few more to go. Let's start with Pinsir, the Pokémon Heracross, in Light 2 only. I think the main thing there's a couple of good things about Pinsir. Again, it has really good stats. I don't hear any Rusting Grass. It does kind of look like it though. Again, I think Pinsir has really good stats. 125 attack, you obviously can't go wrong with that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to fight this guy. Which is a bit annoying, but yeah, it is what it is. He has a gun on though. I feel bad about getting more EXP from him because he actually gets quite a bit. But anyway. Again, very good stats. 125 attack, 100 defense, 85 speed. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with that. And it gets X's at level 29. So yeah, it's already got a really good stab attack to use them. It's just that, yeah, again, being the poor man Heracross that is, also learns a lot of flying type moves. They're not amazing fire type moves, unfortunately. We're talking stuff like, you know, Superpower, for example. It also gets some interesting ones like Storm or Bay, even though Swords things really up, so yeah. And I guess another interesting thing about I should mention its Mold Breaker ability, which allows it to hit Levitators with ground type moves like Earthquake, so that's pretty cool. Definitely something I could recommend with using Pinsir. And you don't do too much damage. That's actually kind of a surprise, I must admit. But there we go. At least it gets the knockout. And we get level 28. Still Life Up coming back in, so yeah, we could get a lot of EXP out of this too, so yeah, that's good pick. Hopefully, again, yeah, I actually did quite a bit because it clinched us, so yeah. And it's tormenting us, which I think could be bad. I actually have no idea. I can't remember how this interacts with Dig. Yeah, so I'm guessing that, yeah, now we can't use Dig. Oh wow, that's a lot. Hopefully we don't get knocked out here. Anyway, yep, we hang on, good. And there shouldn't be any other trains left here, so yeah. I'll be experience of Lacey. I still got a long way to go, I'll be raising my Pokemon. Anyway, so yeah, again. Decent moves, it also gets a decent amount of TMs as well. Oh yeah, it's actually level 28, everyone's 28, so yeah, I kinda wanna use it again. In a little bit, we got a Repel, that's useful. Alright, so back to talking about stuff. Again, its other moves are also not bad, you know, stuff like, you know, Rock Slide, Earthquake later on, Brick Break, Bulldoze is probably like the amazing stuff, Earthquake for the main story, so yeah. Again, it's not a bad Pokemon. And then, yeah, the tiers don't really give it that much, but I think one of the funny things about it is it's a Mold Breaker Stealth Rock Pokemon, so it goes with Magic Bounce, which is kind of funny, so yeah. So yeah, where's the Hidden Grotto? Yeah, it's over here. And I don't think we're going to see a Pokemon here, but that's okay. Instead we get a Super Pearl, I'll take that, again. And now if I walk a number of steps, it refreshes, I believe. Maybe we could try doing that. I think it's like 500 steps or something, so it's going to be a little while, so yeah. But anyway, while I'm, you know, experimenting here, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I want to say about Pinsir. Again, it's a good Pokemon, but the problem is, it's, well, a poor man's version of the Pokemon that Black 2 gets. Heracross. I always enjoy talking about Heracross because, you know, it's such a great Pokemon. And yeah, you just kind of get it right now. So yeah, first off, it's another Guts Pokemon, so yeah, you can use the Toxic Flame Orb. Another thing I haven't really mentioned with that strategy is using Facade there because Facade gets double power. Yeah, not bad, just neutral attack to have. But yeah, the thing about Heracross is just it learns a lot of good moves early on, like Grip Break at 25, Close Combat at 34, which is very obtainable at this point. We don't mind a bit of grinding. I think the main problem is Mega Horn. Its main bug attack, which is at level 46, so Pinsir has a little bit of a lead in comparison, so yeah. And yeah, there's some pretty cool moves. Apparently it gets Bulk Up now in this game, so yeah, that's a pretty nice new addition. I think the main problem is, again, there's a bit of choice of moves, basically. You obviously want Mega Horn and Close Combat, but after that, your coverage moves, you're gonna have a blind spot between, you know, a Rock type move like Rock Slide, a Ground type move like Bulldoze or Earthquake, and then a Ghost type move like Shadow Claw, Night Slash. Basically, yeah, you're not gonna be able to cover one of those things with Heracross, so you need to keep in mind that. It would be pretty overpowered if it could cover all those things, but yeah. But yeah, those are the main TM moves you can use, and yeah, Sword Sense is even an option too at the battle stuff like. And then yeah, move dealers, not much, only like low kick. I guess Bug Bite could be nice as a Bug type move before Mega Horn. And of course the stats, they're pretty amazing. 125 attack, 85 speed, and a pretty good 95 such defense too. Yeah, Heracross, yeah, extremely strong Pokemon, extremely powerful too. With those moves, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Like, yeah, if you want a strong Fire type, you got the Close Combat. If you want a good Bug type, you got the Mega Horn. Yeah, I can't go wrong with this Pokemon. It's always been, like, at least pretty good. So, yeah. Nowadays, it's been a bit power crap, which is a bit of a shame to say. But, yeah, in these older Pokemon games, though, yeah, it's one of your best choices, that's for sure. So, yeah. Anyway, was that enough steps? I feel like it wasn't, but, yeah. I think it's, like, 500 or something like that. So, yeah. Hoping that didn't reset the counter, so, yeah. And I actually can't remember if it's steps or just time taken. That's another thing to consider too. It could also be very well be time taken. But anyway, now we talk about that. Let's talk about some monkeys. So in the rustling grass, you can find all the other little monkeys. That's a bit annoying because that means like yeah, you're gonna have a field. You're gonna have like kind of a rotten time trying to find the one you specifically want. That's the thing, sure. So yeah, but anyway, they all have the same stats: 98 attack stats, 101 speed, 63. Defense is the same by HP when they're fully evolved. And yeah, we can definitely do that now. And yeah, at level 22, I believe, is when they also get a good move for their type. Sandpole, or Panpole, should be saying, definitely wins out here because it gets the amazing Scald. That's a very strong war type move at this point, and it even causes burns too. So yeah, they also get some other moves. Like yeah, I'm pretty sure that Pansear gets like Yawn, for example. Bansage gets like Sea Bomb at 22. Again, there's definitely some interesting moves. And they got some interesting type coverage too, like stuff like Rock Slide, Crunch, Focus Blast, stuff like that. But again, I think it's just that, yeah, these Pokemon, yeah, they do feel like, you know, starter rejects, that's a thing, sure. So, yeah, they're not the most splashy Pokemon. But at least with Simipour, it's not bad. Because, again, it just does a lot of the good water type stuff, and the others, they're fine. It's just that I feel like there's very stiff competition. At least with, you know, Panpole, again, there's definitely stiff water type competition, especially later on. But again, getting Scalded though, I think it's pretty decent boon. So again, I wouldn't really use these Pokemon, especially with how annoying they are to encounter. But again, they're interesting. That's the thing, sure. So yeah, but again, yeah, unlike Black or White though, there isn't really a reason to use them, so yeah. So yeah, that's why they're kind of getting lumped together like that, so yeah. Anyway, I don't think that was still enough, but I'm basically done here now, so also that means I'll probably have to fight the breeder again. You can never see why again, I'm a bit mixed on them. So while we're leaving, let's talk about the Hidden Grower Pokemon. Pinsir and Heracross and Boxy, well, they're already great Pokemon, so give them a really good ability. Alongside it, and yeah, that means I have to heal Lacey then. Because I'm very sure entering the Hidden Grower is going to make him want to fight me again, so that's fun. So again, great Pokemon gets another good ability. This one I think is more generally useful in a regular playthrough, because again, I could have skipped that. I don't know why I didn't, but anyway. Like, he wasn't seeing me there, but oh well. I think I just wanted to, you know... I kind of just wanted to accept my inevitable fate, I guess, but anyway. So anyway... Let's take you out, once again. Let's go for Slash. And yeah, Laser's gonna get a lot of XP out of these guys, that's nice. Anyway... So yeah, back to, talking about stuff, So yeah, again, those two are Moxie again. I think it's the generally more useful play, but again, they're a bit hard to get. More frequent Guts are already pretty good, and yeah, this Rock Slide, finally. I think for the time being, I'll go a Metal Claw, because I don't think it's that useful to us. Even though, yeah, we are about to get the Steel type. It's not going to be long before that happens, so yeah. But it is what it is. I know, I mean, it doesn't matter, because it came faked out, but that's okay. Let's go for the Dick now. Watching Fury Size could be very annoying. Hey, we leveled up like twice since then, I think, so yeah, that means that this Dig is gonna do quite a lot. Anyway, so yeah. Yep, Yep, it's a one shot. There we go. Still got a long way to go. I'll be raised my Pokemon. Hey, that's something nice for the next stream, though, I must admit. But anyway. So back to talk about stuff. Yeah, again. I don't have much else to say again. Good abilities is just that again, hard to get. These Pokemon are pretty rare, if I remember correctly, so yeah. Anyway, after that, we got Leavanny with Overcoat. Yeah, I guess it's okay. It's just that Overcoat hasn't been buffed, and even when it does, it prevents Powder Moves, which Leavanny's already immune to, being a Grass type. So yeah, not amazing. All it does really is protect against heal damage and sandstorm damage in this game. So yeah. Hasn't got this buff yet, and even when it does, Leavanny's already immune to the other part, so yeah, it's kinda Even though, again, Safety Colors is used in VGC, and that's basically Overcoat as an Helldive, so yeah. So definitely not, you know, bad, but yeah, again, a bit not amazing enough for being something so rare. And then finally, Kobe with Hustle, which, by the way, apparently, like a female Combi found in the Hidden Grow is extremely rare. Like, yeah, we're talking like maybe less than 1% encounters. So, yeah, good luck. That's a dang sure. Unnerve or or Hustle becomes Unnerved then. So yeah, technically a good ability because again, berries are decently common, but yeah. Again, not worth the hassle, that's a dang sure. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend going for that. Alright, so find these guys again. Do you want to use Ronan against electric type? Sure, why not? I kind of don't want to use Ronan against the grass types though. So yeah, so I think it's going to be the Leavanny show after that. And yeah, and that's it for the Hidden Grow Pokemon. So we took out all the Pokemon you could obtain in the general area. So I think what we're going to do now is, yeah, we're going to take out this Blitzel here. You still need to explore the next route too, so you have to do that as well, so yeah. And yeah, this opens back up at 11. They play a game between 10 and 11, which is when I record, so that's fun. Even though I lost our planet. If you're playing in the night though, you don't have to worry because they never play games in the night, so yeah, according to the schedule I looked at, so yeah, that's nice. Anyway, I don't know why I decided to fight you now. I guess I'm really confident in Ruin's abilities. I mean, he does have return, so why not? We can give it a go, and if it goes wrong, we have Antonio in the back, so yeah. So again, yeah, a lot of cool encounters here, and again, yeah, as you probably said, yeah, I'm pretty excited about some of the new additions once again. I actually don't know if I actually ever use a Rose Ray in this game, which is kind of funny, so yeah. Yeah, that's decent damage. And then, yeah, we can just, you know, go for the return again, and then, yeah, I guess for the Pearl, maybe use Sharp, because it can level up. Fortunately, do get spared, but that's okay. So yeah, so again, yeah. I do feel a bit bad again about the breeder, but again, he's positioned pretty awkwardly, and again, if you run, then yeah, you're probably gonna alert him. Again, you can walk around, but that just seems very long, you know, so yeah. Again, I definitely could have skipped it, but yeah, again, it's just kind of annoying to do so is the problem, so yeah. Anyway, Antonio's up here to show these grass types a lesson. And then, yeah, we got our water type after this, so yeah, Antonio's gonna have a pretty good field day here. So again, like I said, yeah, I think what I want to do now is I want to, yeah, go to Route 5, explore it. Oh, you must catch my breath, that was a good try. And then, yeah, we'll think about, let me catch my breath. And then, yeah, that'll be probably a good part then. You and I have just met. Let's start this game from the beginning. Again. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you set that before, didn't you? But anyway, and also, yeah, John Trace is actually quite close to evolution. So is Lacey technically, but yeah, I might want to wait until Earth can see. So yeah, I'm gonna be in awe of your lecture again. So yeah. So yeah. Alright, there is one thing I can talk about while we're just, you know, flying around the trainers. So yeah. Let's talk a bit about Pokemon you should have talked about a long time ago, Trapinch. So, I used the Trapinch in my practice playthrough, and I'm currently using it in my Black 2 playthrough as well. So yeah, it's one of the new additions to my team recently, so yeah, in that playthrough. So good experience there. So let's talk about using it. Again, use it. The main reason why I use Flygon in this game is that it lets fly actually, even though the good thing about the Black 2 playthrough, I don't need to worry about that, because my Crobat can use Fly instead, so I can open up a move slot for it. because Crobat really only needs acrobatics. The other moves are kind of filler moves, so yeah. But anyway, so yeah, back to talking about that. Again, I think it's pretty solid. I think again, problem is there's no Earthquake in the main story. That kind of makes it not as appealing as, you know, Lacey over here, Crocodile at least gets it at the very end of the game, so yeah. So yeah, this one wants to buy 5 ability berries. Why not? A bit random, but hey. And yeah, that's actually not bad, because if I remember correctly, those berries lower EVs, so let me double check that. So let's go in that berry list. So yeah, this makes the Pokemon more friendly, but lowers the base attack stats. So yeah, if I want to get to one of my special attackers, then yeah, that's going to be really good. So I got a hint item. I think I'm going to split up here first. So yeah. And yeah, do I want to use Antonia? Yeah, I do think I want to use Antonia. So John Tracy is quite close, but yeah. I mean, we could try getting John Tracy up there. I think it's possible, so yeah. I missed the cross. Alex sort of life force is colliding together. Because yeah, I wouldn't mind catching a Morga. Because there's a trade that requires a Morga, so yeah, it might be something I need to probably do off screen just because it sounds a bit annoying, so yeah. But anyway. So yeah, annoying, yeah, this. I definitely don't want to see a Sigilif with Antonia in my Antonia out front, so yeah. But anyway. Again, I think he's pretty solid. Again, I think one thing that does help, like on this game, there's no Garchomp. And Garchomp obviously gives it really good competition, because again, Garchomp just has much more impressive stats when compared to Flygon. Flygon's just very well rounded, is the thing, so yeah. And even when they do give, you know, Flygon stuff to make it compete, again, it's just not enough, because Garchomp is just that good. So yeah, at least in this game, you don't have to worry about it. And of course, yeah, he can fly you around, obviously, and again, he's really good against the next gym. Not really on Challenge Mode, he actually kind of struggles in Challenge Mode, but on Normal Mode, he'll do just fine. Because yeah, the gym is quite rough on Challenge Mode, the gym leader should be saying. So that's gonna be fun. If we can't get Lace to evolve, it's gonna be an interesting fight. Alright, yeah, this battle will be electrifying. So there's that. I'm never gonna need to think about some interesting strategies to deal with it, with that battle, so yeah. And we got another Badu, so yeah, I guess you don't have to fight that trainer before specifically, but anyway. So we have another Bug Fight here. I'm not really hoping you get some strong moves, but I think that's gonna happen around the level 30 range, so yeah. Not too long. And there we go, level 29. And we get Slash. I mean, it's technically better than Shove, but it's worse to return, so I kinda don't want it. You know, yeah, technically it's better than Struggle Bug, it kinda, you know, I already have returns, so I kinda don't need it, so yeah. And we got a Roselia here. Again, Pokemon really like this area. So yeah, again, talking about, yeah, Flygon again. Also, yeah, in my practice playthrough, I kinda got caught out because I thought that you could get my Brav at 30, it's actually level 35, so yeah. So don't make the same mistake I made in that playthrough, so yeah. And also it's kind of weird because again, my Brava actually has less attack than Trapinch. It's just that Trapinch has really bad stats everywhere else, so yeah, you definitely want the evolution. And that added Dragon type, so yeah. So again, and then after that, yeah, it's solid. Again, I think it takes a little while to get all its good moves. When it does, it's a very solid Dragon type Pokemon. It's just that, yeah, the Dragon type combination in this game, definitely a bit fierce, that's actual, so yeah. Let's also go get this, a Hyper Potion. Not too bad. And yeah, there's a Gnome, and we got a lot of trains actually. Then we'll get a good amount of experience in this place. So yeah, let's get John Tracy, and you might keep using John Tracy up this because yeah, they're pretty close to evolution. So yeah. And yeah, I think before we do fight any more trains, let's go inside here because we got our first Maniac, this Humble Maid. Basically, yeah, anything that's food related, she'll sell at a higher price. And we got a Tiny Mushroom a little bit ago, so yeah, we can use that. Yeah, she had 2 Tiny Mushrooms. The problem is that you can only sell 1 at a time. And there you go, 500. And if you get a Bomb Mushroom, it gets even better, let's just say. You can't actually sell. I think you can't actually sell bomb Russians normally. You can only sell them to maniacs, so yeah. Anyway, with that done, let's have a look here. Yep, I think John Tracy should be fine with this. Let's have a look. These are usually help me bake. Today they'll help me value. I guess shake and bake, right? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I think, yeah, that's... And then, yeah, I should mention, yeah, how the practice safety went for it. Again, I think it was actually really good, to be honest. Again, other Dragon Types do a lot more damage. But I think, yeah, that Flygon, yeah, my practice safety was really strong. One of my strongest team members, probably, so yeah. Is again, I think it had a pretty good attack IV, and it also had a body nature, so yeah, the damage was, yeah, very impressive, so yeah. So I was really happy with them. And again, we'll see how it goes with the Black 2 playthrough. So far, so good. It's looking pretty good for them in that playthrough, so yeah. So there we go. Oh, my buying sure is much more difficult baking. Alright. Yeah, that person doesn't really have very good Pokemon, that's okay. It's like you. Turn around, it's my turn. Turn around, it's your turn. Nakataras could actually be a bit of a problem if he used John Trace against them, so I guess we'll see that. You got Scraggy, so yeah, I'm a bit worried about that too, so yeah. John Trace is looking at the easiest time to get to evolution, it seems, so yeah. And we missed two, so that's not great. So yeah, I think I do want to switch out here. I think I'll go to Lacey for this. Get them a little bit closer to it, I guess, so yeah. Anyway, headbutt. That's a bit unfortunate. I thought he would. I mean, actually, yeah. I mean, I would have preferred. Again, I don't really have very good switch-ins for fire type moves at the moment, so yeah. So I kind of glad he didn't go for the Brick, I guess. He does go for payback, though. Make sure that's going to do double damage to us. Alright, let's hope Slash's enough. There we go, good. I probably want to go back and heal now, so yeah. Turn, then turn around some more. I'm trying to think about the rest of the team. Did I catch another team member? At this point, I'm trying to think. I don't think I did. I could have though, is the thing. No, I didn't catch another team member at this point, so yeah. I remember the rest of the team now, so yeah. I mean, the next one I'm going to talk about though is the most interesting because yeah, it kind of hurt. It kind of hurt that the Poké didn't turn out as good as it should have, so yeah, I must admit. Anyway. So we're gonna go for the heal here. Alright, let's get back to it. Again, John Trace is gonna have a bit of a problem against the next dude. Because again, I guess, yeah, in that case we just switch out, right? Into Lacey, because I'm pretty sure they have a Blitzel, so yeah. So that's why I want to, you know, deal with that appropriately, so yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and take him on. Yeah, I don't really have much else to add again. I do think that, yeah, Flygon's a very popular dish. Again, a certain LP also use the Flygon in their playthrough too, and I can obviously see why. Again, it does suck that, you know, the moves take a long time to get, but hey. Hump-Fiercing Battle Fiercing that Pokemon. Again, yeah, like I said, yeah, it kind of sucks that the moves take a long time to get, but hey, at least Flygon does have, you know, really balanced stats, so you can go at one of the ways. Actually, no, you'll do pretty good. You have a Miraculous in this game now, so yeah. As I go about Black or White 1, so yeah. So let's go for Mirror Shot. Yeah, like I said, yeah, we're gonna get close to evolution. The problem is that there aren't really that many other trainers to fight. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to hold off because yeah, for the gym though, it's gonna be the Lacey show, so yeah. Unfortunately miss again. Because, you know, Mirror Shot, the Mirror Shot. You know, yeah, again, John Tracy could be quite clutch in the gym, potentially, so yeah. Even Needle Arm, that could flinch, which is very annoying. There you go, I knew it. He's got Mega Train 2. And there we go, Mirror Shot now. Now, yeah, Rakdos, yeah, very weird Pokemon selection. I don't really use that playthrough, I kinda want to just because, you know, it's Miraculous. A Mel Sound. Do I really want that? I mean, it's good, but it's also 85% accuracy, but yeah. I think there's better things I could be doing with my time is the thing. But yeah, Lewis special events though is quite good. Because, you know, oh my gosh, strumming instead of tapping would have been best. Value, I can understand. You're the best. After all, you have the electric guitar pro. So there we go. Alright. I think there's a double battle left. So yeah, let's use these two. Drawbridge goes up and a ship needs to pass. Then the Pokemon that are resting on the bridge fly away all at once. So it's these two right here. I mean, we got some potions. Let's use them. Now, yeah, technically, if I really wanted to, I could also, you know, level up with Jordan Avenue with the train people. But yeah, the problem is that I don't think you can get evolutions that way. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. To watch your football game, you want to get rowdy ourselves. Knowing what truly here about is all about is the key to truly passion, right? Alright, so we got some cheerleaders to fight here. And yeah, we'll be done with Route 5 for the time being because yeah, we can't really progress. Because there's a battle going on over there, so yeah. Alright, Lacey and Tracy. Let's go for the Mirror Shotgun, hopefully, and let's go for Dicker. Two budding steel types. Yeah, so it actually attacks both in a dull valve. And it does get the technician boost, so it's not terrible, so yeah. At this point. Again, as we talked about before, yeah, there's definitely a lot of better things this fire Pokemon could do, that's what I'm sure, with their abilities, so yeah. And yeah, you probably want to learn Tails up before evolution. I'm pretty sure you have to do that. I can't actually remember, because again, I haven't used Machino. I really want to, considering, you know, you get skill link with it in this game, so yeah. But there we go. Did you soundly? I even feel fresh. I cheered as best I could. Good stuff. And you've got this going here. Because it's a battle, one person has to win and one person has to lose. I wish I could just enjoy the battle, not worry about losing. Sometimes it gets too serious. Am I gonna lose to Heartbreaker? I have a girlfriend. I'm a Heartbreaker. My name, Charles. Now I'm gonna triple battle the opponent in front of me. Triple battle and rotation battle. There are various styles of Pokemon battling. And yeah, there's quite the crowd here. Trying to call Charles is quite tough to beat. If you have 4 gym battles, it might be a match for him. There are so many different Pokemon. It's difficult to decide which ones to battle with. There are a lot of Pokemon, so I like this. Looking at this kind of battle makes you curious about the Pokemon World Tournament. It'll be held in Driftville City. It seems a lot to think about, but looks really fun. I have 3 Pokemon, that still makes me very excited. Yeah, Triple rotation battles again, they're not like, you know, very well liked, I feel like, but also I want to call that a war type Pokemon. On the other hand, in Cold I want to want fire type Pokemon. Yeah, that makes sense. Again, it's interesting to think about, I guess, is the thing. Anyway. It's interesting thing about this, yeah. Again, I feel like they wanted to push those combine, but then they already, you know, struck it well with double battles, so yeah. So I don't think that was like really a point. Anyway. So yeah. It looks like, yeah, we're not going to be able to evolve this part, so yeah. And again, for the gym, again, I don't know if I want. I mean, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Like, yeah, having a Magneton would probably help out a lot, potentially. Just having, you know, the highest stats to work with, so yeah. So, you know what, yeah. Against my bad judgment, I think I'm actually going to push the evolution, and then we'll use Lacey afterwards. I mean, that's what I want to do, so yeah, because yeah. Again, getting an extra draw would be nice too, but yeah, I also want that Earthquake though, so yeah. So again, definitely a lot of dilemmas of what I want to do now, but anyway. I mean, we'll end the part now though, so yeah. So yeah, we talked about all the Pokemon in the area, and we also explored the Route 5 as well, so yeah. So now, yeah, next time though, we're gonna be, I think we're gonna be doing the gym battle. I think it's time. And then also, we might check out another thing in this area as well, so yeah. Look forward to that, and I'll see you guys again for that.